Most people think stress is something temporary, a rough day, a bad week, maybe a difficult situation that eventually passes. But for many Black men, stress becomes permanent. It becomes a lifestyle, a biological condition, and eventually an identity. The body starts living inside survival mode for so long that peace begins to feel unfamiliar. Every morning starts the same. The alarm goes off too early. The body still feels exhausted. Bills are already waiting for the crack. Responsibilities are already stacked up. The mind immediately begins calculating problems before the feet even touch the floor. Work pressure, financial pressure, family pressure, emotional pressure. And over time, the nervous system stops recognizing the difference between normal life and danger. The scary part is that many men continue functioning while slowly breaking down internally. From the outside, they still go to work, still handle responsibilities, still show up for everybody else. But inside the body, stress is quietly building damage every single day.
The human body was never designed to stay stressed all day, every day. Stress activates survival chemicals like cortisol and adrenaline, hormones originally created to help human beings survive short moments of danger. When the brain senses a threat, heart rate increases, blood pressure rises, muscles tighten, breathing changes, and energy gets redirected into emergency survival systems. Thousands of years ago, this response protected people from predators and physical threats. But modern stress never fully ends. Today, the threats look different. Rent increases, debt, job insecurity, inflation, family responsibilities, fear of failure, emotional trauma, social pressure. The body reacts to all of it the same way it reacts to physical danger. The nervous system cannot tell the difference between being chased and being financially trapped. Biologically, stress is still stress. And when cortisol stays elevated for years, the body begins paying a serious price.
Most people separate money problems from health problems, but the body does not. Financial stress becomes physical stress almost immediately. Every overdue bill creates anxiety. Every unexpected expense creates tension. Every paycheck that disappears too fast sends another stress signal through the nervous system. Over time, chronic stress begins damaging blood vessels, increasing inflammation, raising blood pressure, disrupting sleep, and exhausting the heart. Heart disease and strokes rarely happen overnight. They build slowly through years of repeated pressure. This is why financial instability can literally shorten life expectancy. The body absorbs every stressful moment like invisible mileage. The pressure keeps accumulating quietly in the background, while many men continue pretending everything is fine. But internally, the body is slowly wearing down from nonstop survival pressure.
One of the most dangerous effects of chronic stress is what it does to decision-making. When the brain feels trapped, it focuses on immediate survival instead of long-term strategy. This is not about intelligence, it is biology. A stressed nervous system prioritizes relief, not optimization. That is why survival mode often creates short-term decisions, fast food instead of healthier meals, immediate comfort instead of future planning, emotional spending instead of investing, exhaustion instead of discipline. Stress drains cognitive bandwidth. After working long, stressful days, many people simply do not have enough mental energy left to think strategically about finances, health, or long-term goals. The body becomes focused on making it through today, not building tomorrow. This is how poverty becomes expensive. The constant stress creates behaviors that make escaping harder.
Sleep is supposed to be the body's recovery system, but chronic stress interrupts recovery before it even begins. High cortisol levels make deep sleep harder to reach. The body stays partially alert even during rest because the nervous system still believes danger is nearby.
Many men wake up tired, no matter how long they sleep. The body never fully resets. Over time, poor sleep lowers energy, weakens emotional control, increases inflammation, reduces testosterone, damages focus, and worsens anxiety. The cycle becomes self-reinforcing. Stress ruins sleep. Poor sleep increases stress, and the body slowly starts operating like a machine that never gets repaired. The dangerous part is that exhaustion becomes normalized. People start calling burnout being responsible, while their health quietly deteriorates underneath it all. Many Black men were taught early that vulnerability is weakness. Keep moving, stay strong, handle it yourself. Never let people see you struggling. So instead of processing stress emotionally, many men bury it internally. The body keeps carrying the pressure silently. Tension builds in the chest. Breathing becomes shallow. Muscles stay tight. Anxiety gets hidden behind silence, humor, anger, or emotional numbness. But the nervous system still feels everything. Emotional suppression keeps the body trapped in defensive mode because the brain never receives signals that safety has returned. Over time, this contributes to depression, panic attacks, addiction, emotional isolation, high blood pressure, and chronic fatigue. A lot of men are not lazy. They are overloaded, mentally, emotionally, biologically. And many suffer silently because survival mode taught them to hide the damage.
Preventative health care often loses against survival responsibilities. Many men delay doctor visits because of cost, lack of time, fear, distrust, or simply trying to keep life together financially. Symptoms get ignored because responsibilities feel more urgent than rest. A headache becomes normal. Chest discomfort gets brushed off. Fatigue gets ignored. Stress gets minimized, until the body forces attention through emergencies. By the time many men finally seek help, conditions have often become more serious than they would have been earlier. The healthcare system ends up reacting to damage instead of preventing it. And unfortunately, too many Black men only slow down after their body breaks down completely.
Modern society often mistakes productivity for health. A man can be emotionally exhausted, physically inflamed, sleep-deprived, anxious, and mentally overwhelmed while still showing up to work every day. From the outside, he looks functional. Internally, his body may already be deteriorating. Many people get praise for endurance while silently destroying themselves in the process. They keep grinding through stress because survival taught them stopping feels dangerous. But the body keeps score. Every sleepless night, every stressful shift, every suppressed emotion, every year spent carrying pressure without recovery. The damage compounds quietly over time, until burnout eventually turns into illness.
Health and wealth are not separate conversations. They directly affect each other every single day. A healthier nervous system creates better financial decisions. Better sleep improves emotional regulation. Exercise reduces cortisol. Financial planning reduces anxiety. Stability lowers stress hormones. Everything connects. The body itself becomes the foundation for long-term wealth building because stress affects focus, discipline, patience, consistency, and emotional control. This is why real wealth is not just about money. It is also about energy, peace, health, stability, and recovery. A person operating in constant biological emergency mode will struggle to build long-term consistency, no matter how motivated they are. The goal is not perfection. The goal is reducing the amount of time the body spends believing it is under attack.